The greatest romantic movie that ruined an entire generation might not have happened without Kevin Costner. Here's how Kevin Costner unknowingly paved the way for The Notebook, one of our time's most loved romance films, with his performance in Message in a Bottle. Hollywood's very own Kevin Costner helped pave the way for one of the industry's biggest grossing film trends. Premiered in 2004, The Notebook instantly became the gold standard for the romance genre. Teenagers quoted it, adults bawled over it, and a whole generation came to associate love with rain-soaked kisses, handwritten letters, and grand gestures. But way before Ryan Gosling whispered, "It wasn't over, it still isn't over," Costner helped lay the groundwork for this iconic love story. By starring in the very first Nicholas Sparks novel-adapted film, Message in a Bottle, Costner essentially flicked the first domino for the genre. So while you might think Gosling in a canoe is the epitome of romance, it was Costner reading a letter in a bottle who kicked off the trend. Kevin Costner might have accidentally invented the Nicholas Sparks film genre. When Kevin Costner got on board for Message in a Bottle, no one quite anticipated the storm he would unleash. Based on 1998 Nicholas Sparks novel, the movie starred Costner in the role of Garrett Blake, a widowed shipbuilder mourning his wife's death, along with being a box office hit with a whopping $118 million in global returns on a $30 million budget. Via Box Office Mojo, the film marked Sparks' first cinematic endeavor. Costner, popular for his stoic, rugged roles, brought an unanticipated sense of vulnerability to his character. And suddenly, a brand new genre of romance heroes was born. The wounded, strong, and poetic ones that melt your heart. This archetype became a sort of blueprint for all future Sparks films. Projects like A Walk to Remember, Nights in Rodanthe, and Dear John all followed in the 1999 film's footsteps. Even though critics were sometimes unamused, viewers were hooked on this new emotional trajectory that Costner introduced. The Notebook followed in Costner's footsteps and broke every heart along the way. 5 years after Costner's cry-fest romance opened the door, The Notebook came crashing in with its equally heartbreaking plot. Directed by Nick Cassavetes, the Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams star was the perfect young love story. Despite the lead actor's infamous on-set feud, the film grossed well over $117 million internationally via Box Office Mojo, becoming a staple for hopeless romantics everywhere. But none of that would have been possible without Costner. Message in a Bottle practically stood as a testament that Sparks' writing had cinematic potential. The Notebook's DNA was imprinted in the waves of Message in a Bottle. Without Costner's early buy-in, we probably might never have gotten to witness the legendary dialogues, By a Parade, or the painfully poetic romance between Noah and Allie. There's a very real possibility that showbiz would have dismissed Nicholas Sparks as just another softcover author if it weren't for Costner's heartfelt portrayal of Garrett. Without Costner, we might have missed out on an iconic romance that ruined expectations for an entire generation in the 2000s.